Hi there everybody, this is David and welcome to New RPG News. We have a lot of stuff to talk about this week. We had a fantastic Nintendo Direct, we had a shadow drop on some Dragon Quest stuff, and multiple, not just one, multiple Tales games getting remastered or even remade, in addition to new entries in long-running series that I do want to talk about, and I do think that that is worth a sub, as I do try my hardest at 100,000 subscribers, and with your help, your like, and your sub, I do know that I can get there. But first, before we do get started with all this great stuff, let's talk about today's sponsor, another great game coming out next month. This video is sponsored by Cricket J's Really Peculiar Game, and if that's not a fitting title, I don't know what else is. I personally love doing my part to help uplift and support indie developers and RPGs. And this here is a funny and heartwarming hand-animated JRPG from Studio Kamiho. After a devastating loss, Jay would do anything to fix the past, so he blasts off on that quest with his newfound friends on a journey to the gates of Yumelia, a fabled land on the moon that is rumored to grant any wish. This here draws on ideas from genre classics, but with varied and new gameplay twists. You'll explore forests, cities, rock concerts, and more, with a traversal system that's always fun and dynamic, because there are no random encounters, and you can dash and charge into objects and even people for unique results. Not to mention how you interact with those NPCs will influence future events and even combat, which incorporates timed hits and combos as you team up with your party. So, if you're looking for something offbeat, funny, and unique, look no further than this. And if you do want to learn some more about it, please just click on the links below in the video description. And now, let's get on back to today's video. And in today's top story, The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, the first, announced for the Nintendo Switch. It is due out worldwide in 2025. Something tells me that by the end of 2025, we're going to be completely caught up with Japan. Like, we've been getting 4 Trails games per year, y'all, and we are getting Daybreak 2 early next year, we're getting Trails in the Sky early next year, and then all we have left is Kai no Kaseki, so that's easily, they could put that in the summer or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna be getting these. This is not the first and the second, this is just titled The First. So the 20 billion people who commented on my other video, do you think that this is going to be a combination of both? No, it's called The First, duh. Yeah, it's just the first chapter, like, come on now, like, we can read, it's not that hard. So, this says this is an orthodox story that depicts the journey of 2 different companions. The protagonists are Estelle and her partner Joshua, who aspire to become bracers, protectors of peace of the region. As they take the first steps in apprentice bracers, the duo travels across the Burrow Kingdom, resolving various requests and incidents in each place that they visit, gaining experience as bracers along the way. Look at the art style, it's beautiful! And you can see it's already in English and in Japanese. It's getting that dual release. That is so freaking cool. Look at it, I love it. It looks like a watercolor painting. It is absolutely gorgeous. This is easily the prettiest art style that I have seen. I think that it's much prettier than Daybreak, if I do say so myself. It is going to be turn-based, so that's really cool. And down here at the bottom, there's an update. It says right here, well, the game has been announced for the Nintendo Switch. A release on PlayStation and PC platforms is currently to be determined. Remember, this was announced at a Nintendo Direct. A Nintendo Direct isn't going to say, oh, by the way, it's also available on Sony. No, this is a Nintendo Direct. It's available on Nintendo, as far as the Nintendo Direct is concerned. So there is a possibility it could be released on these platforms, and if that decision is made, it will be announced at a press release at a later date. As far as the Western publisher is concerned, that is to be determined, which is why our company name was mentioned in the announcements. There is a possibility that we may have to handle distribution ourselves, but if arrangements are made with a local publisher, they would be responsible for distribution instead. So I think that this is kind of up in the air, because Xseed did do the original localization back in the day, but now they're currently working with NISA. This is a complete overhaul remake. This isn't a port or anything, so they could easily give this to NISA. But if they did use Xseed, they would probably just cut and paste the translation in there, so it's already translated. So they are going to have to figure out who they are going to be using. It's not vaporware, it is here! Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster, the Gate Rune, and the Dunan Unification Wars adds PS5 and Xbox Series versions is launching March 6th of 2025. Digital pre-orders are available, as well as physical pre-orders are available as well, and I will show you that momentarily. Let's see what we got going on here. It says that the following downloadable content is included with pre-orders for the digital edition. you get 57,300 potch. Like, I don't know why it's not just 50,000 or 60,000. Like, why is it that particular? Like, I don't know. That's just weird to me. Maybe there's a significance to that number. I'm not entirely sure, but whatever. There's a Fortune Orb, which doubles the experience gained by a character that bears it. A Prosperity Orb, which doubles your gold gained by the character who wears it as well. And this, again, is the story of Suikoden 1 and Suikoden 2, along with graphical improvements, new character drawings, sound improvements, and game system improvements, such as a dialogue log, an auto battle, a double, and even a quadruple speed battle. So yeah, lots of different upgrades here for Suikoden. And this is available on Amazon on the PS5 as well as the Nintendo Switch, and I will include links for purchase of this for the physical edition for $50. Fairy Tail 2 launches on December the 12th in Japan, December 13th worldwide, and there are special editions that are oddly enough on the Nisa store, even though this is coming out by Koei Temco and Gust, but it's on the Nisa store, but whatever. We'll look at that in a second. Anyway, this is coming out for the PS4, PS5, Switch, and PC. Let's see. Okay, so it has this Fairy Tail 2 Guild box, exclusively available through the Nisa store. Don't know why. It includes the base game, the visual art book, Sorcerer Magazine Special Issue, Game Release Edition Volume 2, inspired by the Sorcerer Magazine as seen in the original work, a special shikishi with holographic finish, and more. I don't know what a shikishi is, but I guess we'll find out. So yeah, let's see, nothing else here. Oh, this is going to be action-based, even though it was turn-based. The first one was turn-based, and this one's going to be action-based, because God forbid we actually have, a game that's, turn-based. We can't have that. So let's see what we got going on here. This is over on the Nice America store. It's $125, so a bit more expensive than normal Nisa releases. I know that the Ease 10 is like $110, but it comes with like a backpack or whatever. Most of them are $100, but maybe that's because they're going with Koei Temco or something, or Gust or whatever. I don't really know what the deal is. But so anyway, we get the standard edition right here. You get the Sorcerer Magazine Special Edition. That's the special shishiki with holographic finish. I guess it's just artwork? Like little artwork postcards, I guess? I don't know. Somebody in the comments, tell me what a shishiki is, because I got nothing. There's an original soundtrack CD and an original illustration B2 cloth poster, as well as the Guild Box Collector's Box, but it's just all in black right now because they haven't, figured out what it's going to look like right now. So I will also include links for purchase of this in the video description as well. We got some Tales news! Tales of Graces F Remastered as for the PS5, Xbox, PS4, Switch, and PC, January the 17th of next year. It is coming out. This is fan-freaking-tastic. I love Tales of Graces F, and I've got to say, as far as the Tales series is concerned, this one has a special place in my heart, simply because there was a time back in the day when if we weren't getting Tales games. This originally released on the Wii over in Japan. We didn't get it. We fought tooth and nail to get these games. I was an adult. I donated to the cause, actually, to do this stuff. I tried to get Destiny 2. I tried to get Destiny R. I tried to get Rebirth. I signed petitions. I did all sorts of stuff to get these games, and we didn't think that we were going to get Graces F either, but we rose a stink. We did it. We did it. Me, my generation. My generation actually did something positive. Anyway, that opened up floodgates for the Tales series, and we've gotten every single Tales game ever since. We didn't get the ones for the DS. Like, we didn't get Hearts, we didn't get Innocence, we didn't get Tempest. Like, there was a lot that we weren't getting, so we were pissed, and we wanted to get it. But we ended up getting this one, so this is really freaking cool. So, also adds in quality of life improvements, making it more convenient. Things like, a faster battle system, little pointers that show you where to go, and it also includes all the DLC from the original content, as well as additional languages as well. So that's pretty cool. But you know what's even cooler than that? This little website right here, which I made a whole video on about the other day, talking about, hey, guess what, guys? It's not just going to be Tales of Graces F that's getting that remaster. It could be a whole lot of other ones. So, the Tales of series is celebrating its 30th anniversary throughout the years of 2025 and 2026. So 2 years of an anniversary celebration. How many games can they put out in 2 years? Answer, quite a bit. So, let's look at this. We have a whole project on what is going to be remastered, and it says this is the remastered project. We will be remastering past titles in the series. Past titles. Titles, plural. Past titles. Giving customers around the world the opportunity to play them on current generation gaming consoles. Around the world. Not just in Japan. Around the world in the West. And it says that the Tales of series is celebrating its 30th anniversary on December 15th, 2025. That gives them a whole year to develop a brand new Tales game to put out for their anniversary. How much you want to bet? Not only are we going to be getting other remasters such as Zillia, which was already leaked, obviously Graces, maybe Abyss. Hopefully we get the PS2 ones that we never got here, but in addition, a 30th anniversary title. It's totally happening, y'all. Totally happening. We already knew this, but it happened during the Nintendo Direct, so I just want to talk about it a little bit more. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake adds the Monster Wrangler vocation. We got some new footage during the Nintendo Direct broadcast. We already knew that we were getting this Monster Wrangler job class. We just didn't really know anything about it. It did say that it's going to have new abilities to hurt enemies or help your allies, as well as new ways to customize your appearances over at Louisa's Tavern as well. So that's really cool. It also showed various monsters out in the field that weren't in the original game. So maybe that has something to do with the Monster Wrangler class. Maybe that just has something to do with the gameplay in general. We don't know. And we got a Shadow Drop too. Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince coming to the PC, iOS, and Android on September the 11th. It is currently only available on the Nintendo Switch, but now it is coming out for those further systems, so you can enjoy this one as well. This was one of my favorite games last year whenever it came out. I like 100%ed this thing. Like, it was unbelievable. I could not put it down. This basically tells the story of Dragon Quest IV, but from the antagonist's viewpoint, from Sara's viewpoint, rather than from the hero's viewpoint, and it's a whole lot of fun. It's a monster capturing game like Pokemon, but with synthesis, and you go all throughout the underworld, but the underworld isn't all just, hellfire and brimstone. It could be like really nice. It could be lovely. It could be like Candyland, There's all sorts of different echelons to go through, and it's just a whole lot of fun. If you're into this stuff, be sure to check this one out. This one is a winner. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma launches in spring for 2025 for the Switch and PC. Our wallets are going to be hurting. It's talking about here a Earth Dancer edition, although I looked in the Marvelous USA store and I didn't see anything there. So I really triple checked to try to find this to show it to y'all. Didn't see anything, but they do describe it here. It's going to be $100, including a custom outer box featuring art of a battle high above Azuma, as well as a physical copy of the game, an original OST, an art book, an Azuma-inspired folding fan. The downloadable content bundles Seasons of Love and additional costumes for the protagonists, as well as their sidekick Woolby and a plush Woolby keychain. Standard editions will be $60, with digital editions announced at a later date. So this is an all-new adventure taking place in the never-before-seen eastern country of Azuma, where you'll assume the Earth Dancer powers and fight against the corruption spreading throughout Azuma to bring back hope to this once prosperous land. Choose from one of two protagonists, the boy or the girl, whose destinies are intertwined by mysterious forces. Use sacred treasures to fight against the Blight's many forms and restore the people, and even gods, to their natural glory. Take farming further, as you'll manage more than a plot, rebuilding entire villages and cultivating new allies and resources along the way. Explore seasonally themed villages heavily inspired by traditional Japanese culture, each with brand new festivals and revamped fan favorites, as well as charming romancing candidates. Embrace your fate. The adventure of a new world awaits. I love Rune Factory, but sometimes it can get a little bit stale. This, though, does not seem stale at all. This one looks super cute. And you know what my favorite thing is about it? As I'm scrolling through all these screenshots, oh, hey, there's a screenshot of the Earth Dancer edition, but it just says more to be revealed, art not final, images not to scale. Yeah, so you can see something there, but I didn't see anything on their website. But anyway, my favorite thing looking at these pictures, there's no really crummy hair. The hair all looks really nice. There's no crazy hairdos. I can totally get behind that. All new games all the time. Atelier Yumiya, The Alchemist of Memories, and the Envisioned Land as for the PS5, Xbox, PS4, Switch, and PC, again in early 2025. Take my wallet now. I am telling you. It says that there's going to be a special Gust live stream about the game on September the 2nd. It's going to be in Japanese, but you could use closed captioning to kind of like translate it, I guess, or whatever. And they will share more development information about the game. I saw the trailer and I shared with y'all that it looked to me as if it was like Atelier meets Tales of Berseria. Like it's a darker take on Atelier. Like her village gets attacked by a dragon and burned down, and everybody that she loves is dead, and she is like, oh, who's to say what's right and what's wrong, because I am going to kill people? And that's something I can get behind. Cleared Obscure Expedition 33 has a first look trailer of gameplay, which is roughly 7 minutes of footage, and I'm showing y'all a battle above me, and you can see it's very like Lost Odyssey-esque. It's very timing-esque. It's very fluid. Like right here, he's getting attacked, but he's dodging each attack by hitting the B button to dodge or to parry on time. But each time that they're selecting their attacks, they are able to hit the A button on time and get that extra damage in as well. So it's very Lost Odyssey. It's very Super Mario RPG. It looks really frickin' sweet. It looks amazing. Look at the graphics. Look at the artwork. It just looks so frickin' cool. I cannot wait for this game. Again, it's coming out next year. We don't have a release date. My wallet's going to be killing me, and my wallet's going to wake up in the middle of the night and just strangle me to death, you know? It's coming out for the PS5, Xbox, and PC, again, sometime in 2025. It says it's also going to be available for the Xbox Game Pass, so we do know that. This is a turn-based RPG with unique real-time mechanics. This looks fantastic. We have some free DLC for Sea of Stars. This is Throes of the Watchmaker, due out in spring of 2025, but again, it is free! Yay! My wallet won't strangle me for this one, but this is interesting. It says it finds the Solstice Warriors, Valerie and Zale, going into a miniature clockwork world of Horloge. It says, in this magical land, denizens are threatened by a cursed carnival, and our heroes will need to adapt to unfamiliar rules if their sun and moon powers are to manifest. It's coming free to all platforms. There are some new job classes for Valerie and Zale. Zale's going to become a juggler, while Valerie becomes an acrobat, and has all new sets of attacks, damage types, skills, and combos, because I think that the main criticism of Sea of Stars was the battle system was, oh, look, it's battle, boomerang. Oh, look, it's another battle, boomerang. Oh, it's a boss fight, boomerang. So, like, it's time to, do something else. There's also a new playable character, Artie the Artificer. Not Artie from Lufia 2, not Artea. But yeah, he's a engineer robot coming on in to help them out. So this is really cool. I didn't expect that there would be free DLC for Sea of Stars, but that's amazing news. Stray Children launches December 26th in Japan. An English release is currently under production. They shared the following message as far as the English release is concerned. It says, unfortunately, you're going to have to wait just a little bit longer. The English release is still being prepared, and for now, we don't have any more information on when that will be released. But the fact that the Japanese release actually has a date means that the English release is that much closer as well. So, it says that this is a bittersweet fairy tale RPG created by many of the same people behind some of your favorite cult classics like Tulip, Little King Story, Rule of Rose, Super Mario RPG, and of course Moon. Loved, loved, loved Moon. So yeah, it says right here, one day a young boy is sucked into a TV set and awakens to find himself in a land made up entirely of children. So begins the boy's adventure in the strange and dangerous Wonderland. If you like off-kilter RPGs, RPGs that aren't exactly like RPGs, they're just different, then I think that you will like this game as well. Europa is launching on October the 11th. A demo is available right now for the Nintendo Switch on the eShop. So I've talked about this game before. It's kind of like a cozy sort of game, but it looks really neat. It's set on the moon of Europa, which is a Jovian moon, and an android named Z sets out in search of answers. Run, glide, and fly across the landscape, solve mysteries in the ruins of a fallen utopia, and discover the story of the last human alive. This is a peaceful game of adventure, exploration, and meditation. As you travel, you'll gradually upgrade your capabilities of your Zephyr jetpack, boosting yourself further through the air until you can flow freely into the sky. This looks like a lot of fun, and it's also just gorgeous. This is, unique. Pachinko roguelike RPG Peglin is now available for the Switch and PC, and a mobile version update is coming within the week. It's going to cost you $20 right here. It also says that there's a PlayStation and Xbox version planned for release in early 2025. So, it says that Peglin is a pachinko roguelike. You fight enemies by collecting special orbs and popping pegs to deal damage. The dragons have been popping peglins and stealing all of your gold for as long as you can remember. Enough is enough. It's time to venture through the woods, conquer the fortress, and delve into the heart of the dragon's lair to take back what's yours and teach those dragons a lesson. So this is interesting, and it says that it is a unique turn-based RPG. So that's saying something as well. If you like what you see here, you might want to check it out. And in our final story of the day, GameStop, that GameStop, is going retro. Yeah, let's go retro. Visit a GameStop retro location to shop fan-favorite games for history's greatest consoles, and you can even look online, it seems, and you can find some retro games as well. So if you are a retro shopper, retro collector, you might want to look into this. Let's see, find a retro store. Let's see, how far away is mine? Oh, lovely. 19 miles away from my house. Oh gosh, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go some pretty far in order to get to my closest retro GameStop, but I just thought I'd bring it up, thought it was kind of interesting right there. So yeah, that's it for this week's news. Hope that y'all enjoy it, and have a good day.